Yeah, I think it's been just the depth of the women's team. We had a big freshman group come in that are now seniors now, and their growth over the last 3 years has really been a big part in how our team has taken off. And I think the reason why we don't have any outliers on the front end is just because they're such a close-knit group and they work really well together, and they've been moving up steadily together. And I think we'll probably see that change this year. We had Maggie make the indoor and outdoor national championships in track, which is very hard to do and usually an all-American type level in cross country, and Izzy doing the same thing in outdoor. So we're excited to see what those two bring to the table in cross country. And so far they've had some company at the front of the pack in our training and our time trials with Laura Klang, a returning junior, and we've got some young girls moving up as well. So
at the moment we have a lot of upperclassmen, and I would even consider the sophomores even upperclassmen because they step up to the plate just as much as juniors and seniors. And I think we're really passing along our culture and our work ethics to the new girls and the freshmen coming up. So I'm not too worried about years to come, and I definitely think we have a good group of girls for this year, and I think we definitely have the stamina and the potential to do great things at nationals.
I think it's a lot to do with how strong of a bond we have as a team. We're all working together every day, and we all see each other pushing for that end goal of the season, which is a very fun thing for our team, and also very cool that we can bring that kind of name and to this school and to our team as well. And so how close we are and how much we're pushing for each other really allows us to advance throughout the season.
I think the early part of the season is really important because obviously it's been a few months since any of us have been racing, so it's good to get back into the routine, remember what works for each of us individually, but especially like it is a college race, especially for freshmen, it's really important to get those experiences, and even for us to remember, you know, it's a little more physical, there's a lot of people, and just kind of be back in that competitive atmosphere.
We definitely brought in a lot of talent with our freshmen this year that I think we're all really excited about, and we can see it. One thing especially with this group of freshmen is they're ready to work hard, and I think that they're integrating really well in our entire team culture, and it's going to continue our hard work culture and our closeness as my grade is leaving and the juniors below us are leaving, and it's just going to continue on the legacy.
From just what we've seen so far, they've really like jumped into all of our workouts and all of like our training and sessions, and you know, just seeing them work hard, I think it makes us want to work harder too, and makes us want to have them see what we've been capable of and have them kind of just continue that as well.
So we try to touch on every different type of training modality that we can. We try to move in different planes of motion. We try to use hills as much as we can. We tend to be a very stamina-based program, so we're doing a lot of longer tempo runs, a lot of long runs, but at the same time we try to touch on the other end of the spectrum with some fast hill sprints, strides, 200s, and we're usually down on the track after every run doing some sort of mobility or stability work.
I think that our program really focuses on like making people better over long periods of time, not just like throughout the season, and that every year when the returners come back you can see that, and like when the new freshmen come in every year, they can see that everyone gets better and they get excited and they kind of buy into what we're doing.
So we try to take the individual out of it in essence as well. So in our training, we're always working together as a group. We're always taking turns at the front of the pack. We're always communicating whether or not it's positive or whether they're fatiguing a little bit. That way other people can carry the load and try to get people to shut their brains off in workouts, and hopefully that carries over to races. So while we individualize training as much as possible, somebody might do one rep more than somebody else. They're always working together and trying to make it as much of a team sport as possible.
My freshman year, was the only time I've won Liberty Leagues, and that was an amazing experience, and that's what I started off my cross-country year with. So that is definitely a goal that we have this year, and I would love to give the underclassmen who haven't had that experience to show them how important that is as well. But also, I think having nationals as our baseline really pushes us to get even farther in nationals, and like we know how to prepare more, and we've been learning each year. So I think going to pre-nats for the first time was definitely a really big help.
Obviously we would like to win the league's championship, but we kind of see it as more of a stepping stone in order to get to our higher goals and a chance to like kind of tune up and get ready for championship season.
I think it's really exciting that we have a program that has been built up so much and that everyone devotes so much time and effort and energy to, that our alumni are continually coming back and wanting to support us. And it makes us feel like we have more to race for, and it makes us feel even more proud when we can continue on all the amazing things that they have done throughout their years.
I mean, the alumni are always really, really supportive, and they always like, even if we don't see them, they like contact us through messaging and always say like, oh, good luck, you guys got this. You know, we're proud of you guys, keep up the good work. So it's really great to have that strong support from them.
I see the standings right now of being ranked number 9 is definitely something we've strived for to have early in the season. So I think it's more, we're seeing it more of a reward, and we really want to live up to that and maybe exceed it. That's definitely what we're going for this year.
There's definitely a little pressure from it, but we also like, it's nice to have that, but looking at it now, like it's very nice to have that, but we're focusing on like how we can get better and how we can progress to make sure, you know, we can be one of those top 10 teams later on.
Looking to go back to nationals this year, but we're really trying to focus on taking the season one step at a time and kind of building into that 9th ranked nationals position that we were seated at. We're very excited about it, but we're trying not to think about it too much and just kind of roll with the season as we have in years past. And previous success has shown us that taking process goals instead of looking at big end goals is really what gets us to the results that we want.
So, I mean, we've gone to the national level 4 years in a row now, which is something that's a point of pride for the program and something that we try to continue to do. And getting an automatic bid last year for the first time was huge for the women's confidence and moving forward. And we returned 6 of those 7 for this year. So I think when they're making the polls, they're looking at that as a huge positive in our direction. For the most part, we're healthy with all of our returners, and I think we believe that ranking is just a start, and we hope to make a climb up towards the podium this year.